The recent winter deep freeze in Hamilton has been brutal for a group of people in the city, if not potentially deadly. The electricity was cut off to their home almost 2 weeks ago. Al Sweeney joins us live in studio with the story. Al.
Matt, we're told there are 11 or 12 people who live in the building. They've been left with no lights, no heat, and nothing to cook on at this bitterly cold time of year. John Phillips says he and other residents of this building on Kenilworth Avenue North have been struggling to get by without electricity for almost 2 weeks now, with a thermometer inside showing the temperature barely above freezing in the middle of the day.
It's been like a nightmare in that because we can't cook, we can't see each other barely at night and that, trying to keep warm, and that it's the living nightmare.
He says it's colder in the house at night, with Environment Canada reporting temperatures outdoors dropping well below -10 some nights. Phillips says the power lines were cut by the fire department and the Electrical Safety Authority after an inspection on February 6th because of a safety issue.
All of a sudden, next minute we know ESA and also Hamilton Fire Department is back here. And they took a look around and they go, well, you're not going to like this, but you are going to be without hydro.
He says that left 11 people living here without heat or electricity during this month's extreme cold, trying to keep warm with candles.
This is literally the amount of candles we have burned since Thursday.
Does it keep you warm?
Not really.
The Ontario Energy Board electricity regulator says under a winter disconnection ban, licensed electricity utilities are banned from disconnecting residential customers for non-payment during the winter every year from November 15th to April 30th. But that's for non-payment, not for safety issues.
The inspector identified some serious electrical hazards that put all occupants of this building at immediate risk.
The Electrical Safety Authority says the power had to be cut off to protect the people inside.
When we take this kind of action, especially in the middle of winter, there is some serious life and or property concerns that could not be ignored. They couldn't just say, oh, we'll get to it next week. It was immediate harm that people's lives were in danger.
They say the power will be turned back on as soon as the problems are fixed. We weren't able to speak to the landlord to see if that's being done. In the meantime, there are suggestions the people in the house turn to the city's social services to get them through this cold spell. So late today, we received a statement from Hamilton Fire Chief Dave Cunliffe on this. He says there were multiple fire code violations and electrical safety issues in the house before the power was cut off, and a security guard was assigned by the city to watch the building for a fire since people were refusing to leave. He says the city is offering shelter spaces to the residents and encouraging them to get out of the house for their own safety.